In today's video, we are going to talk about the slide at impact, all right? Not how to slide, but how not to slide, because if you're somebody who struggles with really sliding or swaying at impact, you're going to have lots of issues when it comes to club face control, maintaining posture, and just playing consistently, okay? So today we're going to talk about what tends to cause that slide, and then I'm going to give you some feelings or some thoughts on what you can try to do to prevent yourself from sliding into impact. If you're brand new to our channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button if you want to see our future videos, thumbs up if you enjoy our content today, and as always, we post our videos every Tuesday and Friday. So today's topic is sliding into impact. All right, if you're not quite sure what that is somebody who comes into impact and those hips really slide towards the target, all right, and all sorts of things start to happen, okay? If we want a good impact, all right, this is what we're searching for, is when you make impact, we want that hip, the knee, the ankle, and the shoulder with your irons to line up. With the driver, you're gonna be a little bit further back, all right? But today is all about how we slide, okay? So one of the first reasons that we come across people who tend to slide, right, is they're really trying to get a lot of power, and so they're pushing off of their back foot. So they get to the top, and they really shove hard with that right foot, and they get all that weight going forward. Right? And the biggest problem with the slide is it changes the bottom of your swing a lot, okay? And it changes timing, so if you're sliding, we tend to get kind of handsy also. So one of the first causes is we push really hard off of our back foot. All right, cause number 2 is when we get to the top of our swing, we tend to be a reverse tilter, all right? So we're on the wrong side of the golf ball, and then our body tries to fix it for us, and so it kicks really forward, head kicks backwards because we're trying to get back behind it because we've been on the wrong side of it. And then we've got that slide going on. If we look from down the line, some of the issues that come with sliding, right? You're gonna tend to lose your posture, all right? And as soon as we lose posture, hands become very active, all right? So that's one of the huge reasons why we don't want to see sliding in your golf swing. Another reason that we see people who want to slide is because we know that at impact, more of that weight should be on that front foot. And so we see people really trying to get to that front foot. That's why we probably have a lot of people who slice the golf ball also. But one thing that most slicers have in common is they don't slide. And the reason is when they're coming down, they're getting the weight to the front foot, but their body is also coming down steep. And so what ends up happening is they cut across it so bad that their hips are going backwards. And so they don't tend to be a person who slides into the impact. Sliders tend to be more people who are trying to hit draws, or people who tend to hit more draws. Somebody who might be successful at this is like Tom Lehman. He just had a lot of leg drive. I wouldn't call him exactly a slider, but he would be like the closest thing that I could see to somebody sliding. We're trying to figure out how much our hips should move in the downswing. Basically, when you get to the top, your hips are going to move just about that much. All right, with an iron, with a driver, it's going to be a little bit more dramatic, but it's not going to be a huge move. If you're struggling with sliding, there's this thing called the down underboard. I don't really have one, but it would help you with that. Basically, you put your feet in between this board, and because you're squeezing like your legs together, it makes it more of your body wants to do more turning than sliding. So you might check that out. That would be just a simple product that you could probably use to help you with the slide. Or if you just buy a 2x4 or something that your legs are too busy trying to engage inwards, and so they don't want to slide out that way, okay? Another thing that you can do is you just take an alignment rod, or you can put your golf bag, anything outside your foot here, and try to not run into it a lot. Try to post and turn around it. Okay, that would be something that we would like to see happen, is kind of post and turn around it. Another reason that people tend to slide is what their right leg is doing. Besides pushing off, their right leg is really just driving towards the golf ball. All right, and the body just loves to go that way when the right leg really likes to drive. And you can see how my body kind of gets stuck behind it. All right, when that happens and you slide, if you're somebody who's been working on lag but you've been sliding, you're never going to have it. Your forward shaft lean is also going to be shot into impact, because the slide basically erases any good moves that you might be trying to create in the downswing. Okay, it can help you shallow it, but by the time you shallow it, everything else is just going to be out the window. You're gonna struggle. Okay, so pay attention to if you're pushing off the right leg too hard, if the right leg just feels like it's collapsing too much to the right, or if you are just really trying to move it really hard because you're trying to shallow that club out. Probably one of the final fixes, besides if you don't have the down underboard or anything like that, is I want you to concentrate on what your right leg is doing if you're a slider. So when you get to the top and you start coming down, I want you to feel like your right kneecap and your right leg pretty much stays in the same spot. The foot might feel like it stays flatter on the ground, but it's really hard to keep your kneecap and your foot on the ground and slide. It'll be super awkward, right? You will automatically know that I've started to slide, because that is just a feeling that doesn't feel normal. All right, so you'll get there, everything in the right leg will stay very passive, okay? And then as you get better at it, all right, like always in all my videos, I say start slow, and then you can work your way up to letting it be a little bit less active, and then before you know it, that sliding should start to be gone. You should start to post better, impact will improve, the lag that you may be trying to create might be there, forward shaft lean should start to get there. All right, a lot of the stuff when it comes to sliding it's all lower body, what your knees are doing. If you can be really calm with your knees in the golf swing, you will hit the ball so much better than if you're really driving your knees or doing some weird stuff with your lower body, because then your upper body tries to react and it just messes with the golf swing a whole lot. So thanks for watching the video today. If you haven't subscribed, hit that little button down there, and we will see you back here on Tuesday.